Hello! I have no song because Janet being sassy. And I thought she locked me up for like 14 hours. But here we are. Come on in. Come on in. How y'all this Tuesday? Now listen, the weather be changing. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and say hashtag replay. And so I am living on lip balm. Have you ever tried doTERRA's lip balm? It's so yummy. 3 flavors, tropical, herbal, or original. My personal fave, which is peppermint and wild orange. And it is delightful. So come on in. Come on in. Hey, question. Did you guys shop, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday? I got something called Swedish dishcloths. Now, I wet them, I use them. I don't know if I love them. Do you use them? Is this something you do? Is this the new thing? I'm trying them. My kid's so funny, the 13-year-old. He's like, so mom, what do you think? And I was like, I don't know. I don't really like my hands wet. He just rolled his eyes. He did not even know what to do. All right, friends, come on in. I am gonna go ahead and preheat our oven because today, are you ready for this? Ooh, I'm excited. Today, we are gonna make a version of Apple Crisp. Apple Crisp. So, let me go ahead and check something real fast just to make sure we got the right thing going on here. And if you're tuning in, say hello. I think it's my internet. My internet is cranky. So if you come on and you are here, go ahead and say hey and let me know if my internet is cranky or not, because I think it might be, and I hope it isn't. All right, we are going to make a version of, well, hello, Miss Diana. Can you hear me? Because I think Gina being sassy and the internet being sassy and all the things, we have things to do. Chop, chop. So we are going to make a version of Apple Crisp. So I'm going to preheat my oven right here to 350, and we are going to get started. Now, I will have to tell you, oh, good, loud and clear. Thank you, Diana. Thank you so much. So I will confess to you that I kind of started the process, and I did a little bit extra. This is an Amber tip and trick. I just took some apples. I put them in water with a couple drops of doTERRA's cinnamon. This recipe calls for cinnamon, but I did a little extra here just to have them soak in the goodness of that. And so we already have some of that. So our first step here is we are actually going to peel all the apples. Now, I think that is very tedious, but it calls for it, so let's go ahead and do it. And are you guys gonna be really bothered if I just put these peels on my floor? Do you wanna know something funny? Is that, and by the way, this is not what I did pre, but I don't wanna have to sing you a song the whole time I peel this apple. So I'm just gonna put them on the floor. A few of you are gonna be mortified, and it's gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine. But here's what this is doing. 1, I'm not gonna stand over a trash. Ew. 2, this will create a party for the children, which means clean up, everybody do your part. Now, are they home? No. But will they want Apple Crisp? Yes. So, clean up them apple peels, children. Clean it up. And yes, you can tell me in the comments if you are entirely wow-faced at me or if you gonna be all right. Just, it's fine. We can all handle it. Now, I will say that here are my, now, I got this apple peeler, but hold on just a minute. You're creating a party for the kids, yes. Okay, whoa, that worked a little better. The pre-show, this was not working very well, which means one of 2 things. Hold on, I gotta not breathe. Oh, got it. So we either have one of 2 issues going on here. 1, this is very dull, and Amber may need a new apple cutter, which I probably got this one before I was married, so that's a good minute or 2 ago. Or my muscles just aren't as big. I don't know. You decide, I suppose. Listen, kitty, you want in No. All right, so here we have our apples. Now we are just going to, you can choose however you want them in your apple crisp. I am just going to finely chop them. These apples, by the way, it calls for grannies. This is really loud. Is this annoying? Are you guys fine? You know you can be honest in the comments, but always be nice. Honest is great, nice is good. So it calls for 8 Granny Smith apples, and I am telling you, the Granny Smiths that I got, I'm like, these are massive. So I only used maybe 5. So I'll let you know if that was a bad choice or if it's all right. Now I will say, I don't know if you can see the apples on my cutting board, but the ones that I didn't put in the cinnamon, which is actually there now, it was behind me, are browning. That's one of the reasons why I love the On Guard trick, or like I said, the cinnamon, or you could do lemon. It just kind of depends. I chose cinnamon because the recipe calls for cinnamon anyways, so we are just upping the cinnamon. And I probably wouldn't even need any cinnamon just because of how loud is the cutting. Will you let me know in the comments? I don't know that I have another option, but it will allow for me to make different choices in the future. And I am always up for critique. Yes, I am. You know, because the noise is just fine. Hey, Marcella. Marcella, right now is a really good time to tell you my story. So I have to tell you, I always name things. It's because I love them. I think that if you want something to work well for you, you should love it well, right? And so I have always, ever since I got my very first car, I have named them, okay? So currently my car is Esther. I got her when I got here in Georgia. We have a van, her name is Stella. We got her actually before we found out about the twins, but thank goodness we got us that van, because if you guys have never heard the story, we were pregnant with our third boy that turned out to be boy-girl twins, which we didn't know until 21 weeks into the pregnancy. That's a whole nother story. So we have Stella, she's our black van. Before that, we had Lullabelle. She was a beautiful pearl, Nissan Murano. Loved her, but again, had to trade her in for a bigger vehicle because so many children. Somebody needs a hashtag so many children, because that's me right here. So Marcella, my very first vehicle was a red Dodge Dakota sport truck. Okay, I'm telling you, this thing, oh, she was sassy, she was fierce, and she was all things okay. And you want to know what her name was? I do not know where I got this. But go ahead and guess now. What was her name? Red Dodge Dakota. By the way, look at how beautiful these apples are. They're not browned, and I cut them long before I cut these ones. I'm telling you, I love this tip, this trick, using the goodness. Well, her name was Marcella. Marcella. She was my red Dodge Dakota sport truck. She's my very first car ever. Then I think I only left off one car, which was Miss Ivy. Miss Ivy was my green Honda Accord, if I'm not mistaken, that I had in college. You guys, this is a lot of apples. Maybe I could have done this prior, but I wanted to show you my tip. I wanted to talk to you. So it calls for 8 Granny Smiths. Again, these grannies, they are large. So I did 5, and I think it's just gonna be all right. I think everything is gonna be fine. So we have our grannies, which by the way, I'm still not done cutting. Almost though, almost. So after that, we are going to coat the apples. So I will have to get those ingredients and some measuring cups. And y'all need to pray for this drawer over here getting sassy. Listen, earlier I was like, when this drawer gonna be fixed? And my man was like, right now. And I was like, I love that answer. That is a good answer. So he temporarily fixed the drawer. And I'm telling you, whoo, I hope the owners of this house never watch this live, because I'm telling you, they may have cut every corner that they wanted to cut, that they could cut. And we just get a reap reap that benefit right there. But you know, yes, Marcella. So you like that story. So anyways, you sweet one, no doubt, are feisty and fierce and all things amazing. So I had to tell you about my very first vehicle named Marcella. All right, I'm actually gonna save this water because it's got some good stuff in it. And, ooh, I should have saved some for my kids to munch on when they get home because I don't think this is going to be ready for them. But it's okay, y'all. I've been busy. Listen, I made 2 massive loaves of banana blueberry bread plus some muffins. So if they're hungry and they don't want to wait for this apple crisp, then, well, they can just go on ahead. Go on ahead now. Okay, now we have got to coat these beautiful apples with... Let's see here. What do we need? Man, I forgot the floor was a mess. If you're just tuning in. Well, I made a mess on the floor and it's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. All right. Here we need, hold on. I didn't write it down. I thought I'd be all techie and that was maybe not the best choice. By the way, Diana, you know that pastry thing I was supposed to get a week or 2 ago? Never bought me one. And now... Ooh, sister, we may be in trouble. All right, hold on. This is not being helpful. Friends, we cannot have an epic fail take 2. Here we go. Good night alive, Amber. All right. 8 Granny Smith apples, or 5 if you're Amber Nordstrom. Just 5. I'm making an apple crisp. And she gonna be a real good version. We need a 1/3 cup of maple syrup. All right, 1/3 cup. Oh, friends, can I just tell you something I got? So, you know, Black Friday, I only buy things if I want them, but I got these measuring cups for a steal of a deal, and they have turned into my new favorite. Super sturdy, love them. I could give you the link, but I'm nervous. They're not on sale, but they're still great. I don't know what the regular price is, but I really, really like them. Okay, maple syrup, let me grab it. What is our song today? We need a song today. Maybe y'all should put it in the comments. What's our song today? Oh, gotta have our tools, sister. Yes, I have expanded our tools. All right, 1/3 maple syrup. And again, if you want to use a little less, I think it would be just fine. 2 tablespoons of arrowroot flour. Now, I think I have arrowroot flour, but I couldn't find it. So we're gonna go with cornstarch, and we need 2 tablespoons of it. And my mother-in-law is always here cooking, so she got me the non-GMO type. Thank you. Gamma is what my kids call her. Gamma. All right, so 2 tablespoons of cornstarch or arrowroot flour, which I would prefer, but like I said, couldn't find it, so Okay, a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. I bought me a lemon. I'm just not really sure how to find and get me. Maybe I'll do it in here. We're gonna improvise. Isn't that what we do every show? Have you guys decided that Amber really doesn't know what she's doing, but she has fun trying? That's seriously. And I think this is for a lime, but I don't know. We're gonna try it, or will this not work? Is this for a lime? Hold on. We're gonna try it. Oh, I think I'm doing it the wrong way. It's okay. Everything is gonna be all right. I think it's supposed to come out the holes, but it's coming out the side. Guess what? The lemon juice is coming out. I think that's all that matters. All over my cutting board. It's fine. All right, I need 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Now, I'm telling you, this is as fresh as it comes. Y'all just saw me. Y'all, after all that work, I literally got the exact amount that I need. I mean, Yahweh Yireh. Now, there's probably a tablespoon on this cutting board right here, but it's okay. Everything is okay. All right, I need a teaspoon vanilla extract and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now, let me go ahead. I think this is a teaspoon. Don't y'all hate it when they come off Like, I can't see what that is. What even is that? Lemon lime either should work. It's gonna be just fine. It's gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. All right, here we go. 1 teaspoon. Again, I think that's a teaspoon, but I don't know. It's coming off. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Let me grab that. Everything is gonna be all right. Oh, everything is gonna be all right, except for this floor. It's a doggone mess up in here. Excuse me, housekeeping, housekeeping. All right, vanilla, here it comes. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Vanilla. That's vanilla in Spanish. Marcela, do you speak Spanish? All right, all I got to do, friends, is mix this up, and that is what goes into our baking dish. And then we're on to make the toppings. Everything is gonna be all right. These cats be looking at me like I'm crazy. Everything is gonna be all right. Okay, here's our big old bowl full of goodness. Now, mind you, all we have up in here is some apples, and you want to mix it until they're completely coated. All of your apples need to be coated. Again, recipe calls for 8 apples. These were some monster Granny Smiths, so I just went ahead and said 5. 5 Granny Smith apples that are massive, and I'm going to see how it fits in this dish, this baking dish, 9 by 13. Oh my goodness, Gina! I think I turned Gina off, y'all. Hold on. Listen, I'm pushing all sorts of buttons, and Gina apparently doesn't lock. Gina needs a lock. Yes, she does. See? Epa chama. Okay. We could have a conversation. How much of the audience do you think will understand our conversation? You could have been at that lunch with the Colombian pastors. Do you translate? All right. I think that is nicely coated. Do you see how they're all coated there? So I'm going to go ahead and put them in the baking dish. Now, I could, I don't want to say hate my life, but I don't think this will stick. I did not grease it. So I'll let y'all know in the comments if I will, regret not greasing or if it really won't matter. All right. That is plenty of apple. Friends, I don't think I could have fit another apple. I'm going to show you how full this is. I am going to show you how full this is. Hold on. This is a 9 by 13. Y'all, I couldn't have fit more apples in that if I wanted to. Now, why am I not making this pre-Thanksgiving? I don't know. I've never made this before in my life. I'm making it with y'all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just push these down. Now we need to make the toppings. And here's what I wonder. Are half of these apples going to turn brown while we make the toppings, and the other half going to be okay because of what they soaked in? Or are they all going to be okay because they're a little bit of coating? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go now. In another bowl, we need 1 cup of, we're going to do almond flour today, which actually is really funny because this ain't even open. It's not even open. I think my mother-in-law bought it to use it and maybe never did. So you go ahead and tell her we're using it today, which actually makes me sad that we're not using my, I'm going to use this. It's a half cup, but I know what 1 cup is. It's 2 of these. Ah, that's right. I know that wasn't impressive, but my point was I'm loving these new measuring cups. They're just so sturdy and fun, and who doesn't like this color? I mean, who doesn't? All right, a half cup of sucanat. Now, the recipe, of course, is coconut sugar, but y'all know sucanat is our go-to. Sucanat. Sucanat, what do you say? And by the way, I learned something which I actually knew prior but had forgotten. So sucanat can be, what am I trying to say? When you swap ingredients, what's the word? An equal exchange, but that's not what I was looking for brown sugar. So if you want to go more healthy in your recipes, you can use the sucanat, or sucanat, however you say it, instead of brown sugar. Then, if something calls for white sugar, which y'all don't want in your life, listen to me, you all do not want that in your life. So here's my sucanat, no brown sugar. if something calls for white sugar or substitute, y'all give some hearts for the best assistant ever, Diana. That's right. And I mean that in the most loving way. I hope you don't take offense to that. Surely you don't, right? We're friends. But anyways, if you have a recipe that calls for white sugar, you can use honey granules. So we learned that at our class, which again, I had known prior, but was reminded, and it was so, so nice. Okay, half teaspoon, we need cinnamon again, friends, but I got it. Okay, all right. Everything is gonna be all right. How much? Half teaspoon ground cinnamon. You got it. Here I come. Now, I've got a fourth here. So, 2/4 is a half. I'm doing so much math today. Y'all, I know some of y'all's kids, I've gotten videos. You watch this for home ec, so I'm just doing a little math with your home ec today, friends. I am y'all, I was totally gonna do the drawing. Okay, I will do the drawing tomorrow in my car at 8 a.m., which means if you have not entered my drawing, mind you can be anybody to enter my drawing, so go do it. And if you need help, put some in the comments and I'll tag you in it or something. All right, a 4th teaspoon of salt. Y'all know what I'm gonna go get? Woo! Everything is surely good. Everything is surely good. The elbow, AKA whatever, salt pig or something. All right, it says they want kosher salt, but guess what? This is gonna be all right. Okay, now we need, a half cup, cold and cubed, of unsalted butter. Half cup, unsalted. Now, it's really important. It's really, really important that you do your fats and your dairies organic. It really, really is important. So 1 stick is a half cup. Is that true? Yes. Okay, I have to. Now, here's where it's going to get difficult. This keeps falling on the floor. Everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. We need a new song, y'all. We need a new song. Okay, I'm going to mix this up just a tiny bit because I have to cut this butter. This is where I need that pastry tool, Diana. I didn't get it that day. How did I leave without getting it? I'm telling you, I think I got everything else. We had fun, didn't we? Make your own powdered sugar from honey granules. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, this is all mixed. Mind you, we're just making the topping and the crumble. So let me put this over here. And then I need to get a paper towel real fast, because this is all limey. Or wait, we used a lemon. All right, I'm supposed to work this. I might have to use my hands. Y'all know how I feel about dirty hands, but I just might have to make it work. Oh, there's nothing worse than getting stuff all up in your nails. Is anybody else like that, or is it just me? Because my kids think I'm just the weirdo, which is fine. It's fine. I'm fine with being the weirdo. Doesn't bother me. I can handle my own. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut this and work this butter into, Technically, I could use a fork, but I don't know. I think I might just have to put my big girl panties on and work it with my hands. And I am not excited. Y'all, this recipe gonna be good, but y'all about to see me cringe, I think. I think you might. By the way, if you missed the intro, we were talking about it would not fit in the car. I think the pastry gadget would have fit in the car, Diana. Listen, Gina, don't you turn off. You've already turned off twice on me. I know I'm chatty today, but this is a new recipe. We got to figure it out before, all the devices die. It's just about to die. Okay, if my device dies, y'all remind me. I need 1 cup still of those oats. All right, I got my oats out. Ooh, and you know what I was going to do? Maybe it's too late. I was going to add some hemp hearts. How many of you have heard of hemp hearts and or have used hemp hearts? Now this is kind of, okay. I'm gonna try a fork. I'm gonna try a fork and pray that this works. Because I don't want to use my fingers. I also don't want to keep y'all on for like decades. I don't know if this is gonna work. All right, what can we talk about while we do this? Is there a song? Just pretend it's a karaoke machine and y'all, I'm gonna have to use my hands. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. I'm gonna have to use my hands and get them dirty. Oh, it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. It's not in my nails. It is not in my nails. Everything is fine. I just gotta get this in here. Y'all, take a commercial break or something. Take a commercial break. This is when there needs to be a guest on, and I just excuse myself. I just go into the corner, and I just do what I have to do with this topping that I'm making for y'all. Because I've never made this before, but I just thought, well, golly gee, we could have something yummy and, good for us, and the kids will eat. I mean, they haven't eaten all week, so might as well make them. I am going to confess to y'all. The hands are working pretty good, even if I am cringing. Amber, that's your ugly face. Don't you make that ugly face. Amber, you pull it together. You put that flesh up under you. I have class tonight. I'm so excited. Okay, all right, I got commercial, please. Let me it's in my nails. Just a minute. Everything is gonna be all right. Sing it with me now. Everything is gonna be all right. Yeah, everything is gonna be all right. Hey, everything is gonna be all right. By the way, now that I feel a little bit better, I'll get it better, more effective later. My brother is getting married a week from today, y'all. Yes, he is. He getting married. So, we got some wedding to go do. Asia's gonna be a flower girl. All right, this is as good as it gets. Now, let's add our 1 cup of, y'all know how it is, get you some sprouted oats. Gina, don't turn off. I'm coming, okay? Don't get cranky now. All right, we need 1 cup. And this is just gonna go on. Okay, do you guys think I should add the hemp parts? I'm kind of tempted to just do it, because why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. You already commented. You already said go, go, go. So we're going to add some hemp hearts because it's just extra nutrients for your topping. They're not going to taste different. It's going to add some power-packed goodness. Okay, now we just got to put this on. We got to put this in. And then this has to bake for like 45 to 50 minutes. So we're for sure almost done. And then I'll just put a little picture in the stories or in the comments or wherever y'all want. And if you try this, I always hear from y'all. Actually, I probably don't, but I hear from some of you when you make the recipes. So let me know, okay? Tell me all the things. All right, we're gonna put this. Y'all miss Asia? She is my little helper, huh? Put this down a bit so y'all can see the toppings now. Okay, so we've got our apples here. They didn't brown, Glory. Hate brown apples. They are just not impressive. By the way, I told my man today, I said, listen, you take time coming home. I cannot be having you rush on in. I got things to do. I got things to bake. Plus, this is not going to be ready for a while, but we're going to talk about that. The kids will be fine. There's plenty for them to eat. Okay, sprinkle this evenly here. I'm going to have to use my hands again, y'all. This is just not okay. All right, we're fine. Everything is fine. Now that y'all can really see what is going on here, we are going to make this work. I think the butter is a little too clumpy. Can you see? Y'all, if you got tips, just send them my way because, Amber could really use some tips. By the way, I had somebody reach out to me last week and they're like, have you ever made a pie? No, honey. Listen, I'm as new as this show is, okay? I don't even know how this evolved. In all honesty, I have idea how we ended up here. How did we end up here? I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. Y'all want a cooking show? Listen, I aim to please. Have some fun in your life. And when things seem mundane, create you a show. Because, you know, ain't nobody got anything else going on, meaning me, right? I know y'all are just busy. Are y'all shopping? Are y'all baking? Are y'all decorating? Like, what are you doing? By the way, I don't decorate, so don't ask to see. I don't decorate, but I do bake now. So maybe, I don't know, next year we'll launch decorating. Who knows? No. Listen, I am as plain Jane as they come. You saw my makeup routine, super simple. I don't own a hair dryer, a blow dryer, a nothing, curling iron. Listen, I got time to basically make up some recipes, feed them chitlins, and I'm out. Class and books and all the things. All right, this is actually looking pretty good, y'all. What do you think? Y'all think, can you see? Now, I think the topping, I'm trying to get every little apple here, and my cat's going crazy over in the corner. Y'all got cats? Matt Scott, shout out to you, bro. He says cats are from the devil. So we have a little ongoing joke about it. All right, I think this actually looks really good. So we're gonna bake it at 350 for about 45, 50 minutes. I'm gonna text my man and let him know he's my hero because he took just the right amount of time keeping those children. All right, this looks yummy. And do you know what's gonna happen? Oh, this is gonna brown up and be something beautiful. My nails are a mess. Everything's a mess, but it is okay. Everything is gonna be all right, y'all. I'm gonna pop it on in and I will show y'all how it turns out. 2:53. So what time is it ready at? 3:40. Well, good thing there's muffins and breads and a kitchen that needs to be, and some floors. Party! If you didn't get that, you missed the beginning. All right, friends, I will read your comments. I will check you out. I got to get these nails cleaned. Oh, I got some. I can't do it anymore. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Leave me a comment and I will respond. Bye.